Hey everyone, welcome to Crafty Creations by Annis. I wanted to do a video with you finally using one of my club scrap kits. I do have a link in the description, which is an affiliate link. I do get compensated when you purchase through my links. Disclaimer. But I wanted to jump on and show you. I've been getting club scrap for a while now, and it is one of the subscriptions that Create Joy carries. And I now have my coffee subscription through them. And it's just really easy to have all my subscriptions together. So without further ado, club scrap. You get your whole big kit, and inside your kit you have instructions, which are fabulous printed instructions that show you the layout, and they tell you have a very, very clear cutting guide. So I was going to film the cutting guide, and I started to film the cutting guide, and apparently I had too many videos on my phone. So I had to stop what I was doing, upload a video to YouTube, delete a few videos, and start all over again. So in the meantime, I did cut everything up, except for one sheet, which I'm going to go through with you, just because I had over nearly an hour to waste. So I have everything cut, and you can see these little tabs up here. I have labeled layout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down here I have 7, 8. I find it's an easy way, because if not, you forget which pile you're putting it in. So if you have a visual, it's really good. I do use they have a little sheet that tells you what came in the kit. I do go through this and sort my plain paper, because you'll see some of these colors. Let's see, do I have it here? Where is the gold? Here's a piece of the gold. This is gold, and to me it's light brown. And then they also had yellow and a light yellow, so I would say this is a gold. So if you go through and sort your paper sheets by what they tell you, you'll make sure you have the right color. Because it said here I had 2 of the gold, and I only had 1 of the light yellow and dark yellow, so it really was an easy way for me to tell which one they're saying is gold. So if you go through that, it will help you. I do also, once I've sorted my cutout pieces that I've cut out, I sort them into the pages. I then sort my photo mats. They have a lot of pre-cut photo mats for you. And again, I find the same thing, that sometimes I'm short one by the time I get to the end. So I sort them right into the piles immediately also. What else? That's it for right now. So I do have, I've posted in previous videos unboxing the kits, and I had all the prices and everything there. So if you want to see that, you can see that. But feel free to leave any questions in the comments. So I want to cut this last page with you. And the reason I say this one, it's one of the cut apart sheets. So when you're actually cutting a cut apart sheet, I don't know if you can see, it's very tiny. See a little crisscross at the bottom? You need to cut that, and there's another crisscross here. You need to cut off that before you start cutting it apart, because it gives you the measurements of where you're cutting that. However, with those extra pieces on there, it's actually 12 1/4, so it makes your measurements off. So you want to make sure, just line those little bits up on your silver. You take off this little strip around the edges where they've marked it, so that your page is the correct size. Make it 12 by 12, and all your measurements will be correct. Okay, so now my page is the right size, and now I'm going to use the cutting guide to cut it down. So you can see the direction and everything in the picture. So this first column needs to be 4 inches. And now that I've cut my extra off, the measurements will be right. Without it, you're trying to eyeball everything. Okay, then this is 6 inches. This piece, I'm going to sort it right away so I don't forget, goes to 5, 6. Then I have, this is 4 inches, and this This one's going to 3 and 4, and this one is going to 1 and 2. The next strip is 3 inches. And then we have 2 inches. And 2 inches. And 2 inches. I'm just following the guide, cutting it right along as it says. I think they're all 2 inches. Yep, all 2 inches. And then these last little pieces are 1 inch. All right, so these 3 little ones are going to 1 and 2. Then I have B is going to 7 and 8. Oh, hold on, which B? Yep, both of those are going to 7 and 8. This is going to 1 and 2. That's going to 7 and 8. And hold on a minute. 7 and 8. One of these is going to 5. Oh, this is going to 5 and 6. Okay. Then the next one is 2 and a half. Let's cut these ones off first and leave the 2 and a half. All right, this last one is 1 inch. Then the next one is 1.5 inches. And it leaves me my 2.5 inches. Okay, so this one's going to 1 and 2. And this one's going to 3 and 4. This is 8 inches. That is going 3 and 4. And this is going 3 and 4. Okay, so once you have everything cut, move this out of the way. We're going to start assembling. Now, page 1 and 2, I did start to get it together because this one I'm going to use stencil and do a little bit of multimedia on it. So, all I'm going to do is find the picture of layout 1 and 2 and copy what it says. And it does tell you right on the bottom what you're going to need. So, I need the honeybee paper. I love this paper, which is my left side. And I have a linen white for my right side. Or linen white? Linen ivory. And that's actually what I'm going to do the multimedia on. Then you have 2 photo mats. And I'll show you all this once I've laid it all out. Okay, then I have the small photo going over to the left side. These strips, they also had you cut brown strips. So you want to make sure you find the one that matches correctly because they're slightly different sizes. Let's see. How do I put that on there? Are they different? Maybe these ones are the same. I think that, yeah, these ones are the same. It's a different layout, they're different. Okay. So this one's going to go on the right side, so I'm not going to put that back yet. Left side. This is going to go on the right side. Alright, so I'm not putting the things on the right side yet because I'm going to ink it. These are on the left side. I'm going to need some ribbon too. And then this is on the right side. Okay. When I was cutting, you can see I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. What I did was I was using the measurement along the bottom and I used the 3 1/4, not seeing, I missed the inch. So all of these are missing the extra inch. So basically I cut it off and I've adhered it. If it looks really silly, I'll find a coordinating cardstock, but generally you can cover it up. So I've just stuck it together so I know what size it should be. All right, so I'm going to use my linen white and the stencil that they gave us, which is this really cute honeycomb stencil. Now, I had a few different mediums that I could use, but I had just purchased this when I went to the Stamplistic weekend getaway. This is by Art Anthropology, which is owned by Stamplistic, so you can go right onto Stamplistic site and purchase these. This one is gold. I had a few different colors, but as it's on the ivory paper, I thought this would show up just fine. So in the picture, it looks like they've really just done the medium at the top. But I'm going to just stop the camera and make a better angle so you can see what I'm doing. All right? Okay, so hopefully you can see from this view. I have the stencil, which came in my club scrap. This is the July kit, and I'm using the Art Anthropology Dimension medium. You can see this is like a shimmery gold. I thought it was going to look great on this linen white paper. So I'm going to just put it around the top. I have my I have the small Tim Holtz board, the travel board. I really like this. It still has a little section you can peel off if you want to mix colors. But I really, really like this one as it's compact and easy to travel with. And it works perfectly at home or whether I'm taking it out. So I really like that. So that's by Tonic Studios, the Tim Holtz. I'll post the link for that also. All right, so I'm going to do this at the top of the paper, but I have it close to me because it's just a little easier to be it this way, and I'll switch it around later. So I put this table up so I have extra space for this to make this kit, and all my spatulas and everything are on the other side of the room, which I've blocked with this table. So I'm going to just use my finger. So let's see, I'm trying to see how much they've done it. So they've come down probably about 4 inches on the page. I'm going to use the width of the stencil. And yeah, I don't really have to worry about too much about making it uneven because there is going to be other stuff covering it. So I'm just going to do the entire stencil over the page. So I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to finger paint. How fun. Now you can add as much as or as little as you want. You can have it just a little bit of color. I'm going to come over there where you can see me more in a second. Or you can fill in the holes really, really good. And what I like is, and again, you could take this down. I'm just going to hold it. It's kind of going to the edge of the honeycomb. I really kind of like that. It's going to fill in a little. You can dab. I like the control you have with your finger. It's easier to add less, more. Do a little bit of texture. A lot of this is going to be covered up, as I said, but and this paste is really, really smooth and creamy. Okay. I like that, and I think I'm about ready to move over. I do want to do a couple of bits that are thicker. Let's see where it's going to show. I think more towards the middle. Okay, I'm just going to lift this up. Now you could totally, let's see, that is very, very cool. You see that? I love it. So I could turn this over and just smudge it and to use the rest, but I want to keep the print pretty consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and place this down. I don't want to damage what I just did. So I'm going to kind of hold it up over there. And I'll do that when I get there. Same thing, just going to rub it on. And this is going to look so great when it's dried. And you can definitely see, I'll show you again when I'm done with this one, a little difference in the color as I moved it around. You have these little honeycombs that are kind of reversed. I'm trying to make sure I get them all colored in. Alright, now I'm going to carefully come over where I did already. You see what I'm doing here? Yeah, don't move it really. I'm just have it curled up. So I'm just laying it down until I get to where I did before. I do want to make sure it's laid flat there, because if not, I won't have the borders like I had. And you might see where it's going to join, but I'm going to have so much on there, so it's going to be fine. All right. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this excess. Now where it's joined here, I'm just going to use my finger. Get off any extra. You're definitely going to be able to see where I joined it. Probably should just wait it until it's dry. That's better. Bone folder to draw in. Get the excess off. Okay. So it's just for this join right here. All right. Now there is stuff going to cover that. If not, I would just have to wait until it dries. But you can see how awesome is that. It's shimmery. It's beautiful on this paper. So I'm going to let that dry, and we will come back and put number one together. Okay, I can get the camera back to where it was. All right, so yeah, I love how this turned out. I'm just going to let it sit and dry completely. And while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to lay out page number one. So again, I have the directions, and I'm just going to lay it out. So the cutter part matches the brown strip on the bottom. This is scrapbook adhesive. I just have it in a Recollections gun. What's great about these adhesives is they fit in the Home Hobby brand gun. They fit in the Recollections one. They'll fit in any one, but I prefer the scrapbook adhesive. They're number one on the market. They have dots, squares. I have the strips. They have the temporary, permanent dots. They have everything. So I really love how it holds. I love how far their tape runners go, and they're easy. God forbid, if you use like construction paper, where it's like a kind of, I don't know, fibrous paper. Hold on, we've lost. Why is it not focusing? What happened? There we go. If you have a really fibrous paper, it can get all kind of caught up. It doesn't happen very often, but if you have a really kind of hairy paper that comes off, I like that. If you need to, you can repair it. You don't throw it away. All right, so the little brown strip, I'm just going to center right over. And then that goes right above my honeybee. On the bottom here. Okay. Then I need 2 photo mats. And I know with the adhesive, I use less than some, more than others. So you really, I think with this adhesive, I only really need like a little bit in each corner and maybe a little bit in the middle, and that would be plenty. I like to kind of go all the way on each side. I feel that's where it's going to get caught up, going in and out of your book, or as you get it ready. All right, my 2 yellow ones. Oh, yeah, that's right. Looking at the picture below. All right, so I need the ribbon. They gave us this gingham, brown gingham ribbon. And I need my stapler. Let me get my stapler. Okay, I have my stapler. So I just need to cut a little bit of ribbon. And you have these little words that say buzz. And all you're going to do is staple that on there. Like this. Hold on, let me cut off the ends, make the ends work. And then you have your little buzz tag. Now it wants to focus only on me. And then you have 2 more of those to do, so you have a total of 3. So I thought this kit was appropriate today. I went outside this morning and found a wasp's nest. So I quickly came indoors again. And so happened I was going to be working on this. I kind of thought it was funny. But also bees, wasps, hornets, they all kind of remind me of my daughter. As her final thesis for her biology degree was on hoverflies camouflaging as wasps, and the whole study on that. So all these little flying critters remind me of her. And that's okay. My daughter studies bugs. She works for the bug department. She works for this Department of Agriculture. So she's bugs all day long. So it's not an insult. All right, so then I have my buzzes. Now I need, that's it. Just make sure all these go on the other side. This goes on the other side. This is for the page that's drying. Yep, okay. So I can stick these down now. Again, it's just more cut apart. I'll stick these down now so we don't displace them. Alright, now this is the one I had a boo-boo on. Okay, so I just put double-sided tape on it for now. But you can see it's mostly going to be covered up, so you are not going to be able to tell I made a mess up. I'm just going to cut these corners off. Hold on. Make sure he's not actually throwing up. No, he's coughing. Okay, hairball. Okay. So we're going to stick that down. And then I'm going to trim off the brown. Okay. Then, for this, they have the yellow ribbon, but I'm not going to do that, obviously, until I stick it all down. And I actually need a hole punch. Hopefully I have my hole punch right here. I use my hole punch all the time. It's funny how much you use a basic hole punch. I should buy more at the Dollar Tree. Look for it. I have multiple. Okay. Alright, so Let's stick these all down. That's down. So I need to stick this down. And then, I don't know if you like me, but when I'm following a layout, oh, you know what, they have these cut too, to make them look like little tags. When I'm following a layout, it needs to be the same. So they just have cut the corners off so they look like a tag. Right now they're square. Like they have, there's 3 different colors of these buzzwords, so when I'm following a layout, I want mine to be exactly the same. So I will copy, like it matters, it doesn't matter. But hey, somebody else designed it and I like their design. So I will put the exact same order as they did. They have the medium color one, the darker one. Let's see how I space these out before I stick them. And I guess that's good. Okay. All right. So there is layout number 1. Let's see how we're doing over here. You know what? It's still wet, but I think we can go ahead and stick down what we need to stick down. How pretty. All right, so this one gets this other brown strip. And let's see, we have, lay this out first. We have this piece. So this, gonna go, I don't want to stick this on top until I know I have it where I want it. One, two, okay. So I'm going to put adhesive on this. This is going to go right on top of my goo. So I'm trying to make sure I have it in the right spot. Just because the goo isn't 100% dry. If you wait, patience, like I don't have, you won't have to worry. Okay, then that's gonna go, yep, okay, perfect. All right, happy with that. Then I have a tag. I'm gonna actually pop the tag. Again, this is the one I have that I messed up, but you can't see that. And I need my hole puncher. Okay, so close to the edge. These are also scrapbook adhesive pop dots. Hold on, I'll get my whole bunch. Okay, so I need to punch a hole in the bottom. Now, I didn't even look actually for my regular hole punch. I have a music note, but it does the trick. All right, so then I need the yellow ribbon, and they poked it through the hole. And then they have it come off the page. So I want to make sure I have enough before I cut it. And I'm going to stick it underneath the page. So it's plenty. Oops. Come back. All right. Okay. It's such an attractive view, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to stick this part down with my Pop Dotty. Oh my, she was right here. I have my little piggy bank. I got her when I set up, and I don't know where I put her. You know what? I think I moved her when I made space on the table. Oh well. Okay. So this gets stuck down at the top. Let's see, it's about ½ inch. A little bit more from the left than it is from the top. Give it that. All right. And now it's going to come off the edge. So I'm going to use my red line tape. This stuff is crazy sticky. And with COVID, I had a story about the red line tape. I was wearing a mask on a lanyard. So it was just hanging down because I was at a table, so I didn't have to wear it. And I was doing a project with red line tape, and how it has this really kind of plasticky backing. I didn't see it falling into the back of my mask. It's this really thick plastic backing. It fallen into my mask. Didn't see it there. Put my mask on and inhaled it. And it, as it had like a sharp edge where I'd cut it on an angle, it kind of got stuck in my throat. And I could still feel pressure months later. So I ended up having to go to ENT and having to get a scope done, and it wasn't there anymore, but he thought I still had some irritation. So this I'm just sticking under the back. And the main irritation was because I have a huge goiter for having Hashimoto's, a thyroid disorder. So it's kind of full in there. So the fact that I had aggravated it got everything on flame. So that was no fun. Okay. See, again, another... These masks are good and bad. All right, let's see. So I have a brown powder mat. I should have probably done that up a little higher, that line, but it will fit. And then I have this little journaling block. Oh, that's the wrong journaling block. Unless, no it's not. I lied. It's the right journaling block. They added one of the embellishments. These are so cute. Little honeycomb, golden little honeycomb. I just want to focus. Okay. So then they gave us some fiber to tie around the little. It's like a charm. So to tie around the charm. Now, if I'm tying a little bow, I don't cut the string. I tie it first. Because then I know if I need more, I can still get more. And it's much easier to tie when you have one long end, because you're only having to hold the one little end. Whoops. So I grabbed a hair because it's kind of hairy, instead of the fiber to pull through. I think I got it that time. Okay. Then I'm going to make my bow a little bit smaller and tighten it. And then I will cut my shoulder, my little bow. Then I need my glue dots. I'm currently pulling out everything for this project. I do have a liquid glue too. I could use the tacky glue, or I could use liquid glossy accents. But I think I'm going to use a glue dot. that gets stuck right on there. So stuck it down to the ground. Okay. And then that goes right underneath here. Okay. Then we have 2 photo mats. Oops, sorry. I think I just moved you. Come back. Oh, maybe not. Now I did. Alright. Oh, you know what? I forgot this, but I'll do that. I'll stick these first and then stick that. Those. That there. That there. And the last thing is this strip right here. And that goes on this right side. So kind of in more. Oh, you know what? This is one of the cutter parts that I didn't cut off. It's a little bit too long. I have this little personal trimmer by We Are Memory Keepers. I'll post a link for that too. So convenient for just something like this where you just need to take off. Let's see, it's probably 1/8 of an inch. Because I already have adhesive on it. Too much. I won't take too much, I can always take more. Let's see. A little bit more. After we cut it this way, we won't have to worry about the adhesive as much. Let's see. Now it's just sticking to me. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch, that much maybe. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Just trying to look at the picture, make sure I have everything. I believe I do. So there is my right hand page, and if you can see at the top, it's so pretty and shiny, which really works with the gold down here. The little charm. Perfect. Love that. Okay, so that's pages 1 and 2. I'm going to put this somewhere that I don't put something down on top of this one in case it's still tacky. Alright. Next, we're moving on to 3 and 4. So, I'm going to grab my background paper, which is, let's see, the light yellow and a honeycomb print. Look how cool that is. Alright, so left side, right side. Move this out of the way. Okay, so on the, I need to grab all my bits. Let's just make sure. Okay, I need all my three 4 bits. I just can't pick them up with so many. Okay. Alright. So we have 3 yellow photo mats, which were already cut. One, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3 brown ones, actually 2 that are already cut, and then the one that I cut, which is slightly smaller. So that's that one at the top. Then we have my little honeybee. Again, one that I messed up. Once you cover it with its little piece, you will not notice. Let's see, did they do any texture on this page? They didn't. Okay. Always could, but let's see. Okay. That one. Oh, this actually gets framed. The smaller one that I had cut gets framed on a linen white. And the reason they're calling it linen is because the print has the texture. You can see that. Okay. This gets centered on there. That goes at the top right now. Then we're just going to get all the pieces laid out, and then I'll stick it all down. Then I have a strip, which is going to back on the brown. And again, this is, no, this one's okay. I know there's a few that are too long. Sweet, strong, ambitious. That's so cute. You can call me Queen Bee. That's what the big one says. What? You know, it might be kind of cool. Once I've stuck it down, I'm going to just dab on a little bit of this gold. Alright, so let's see. And then on the bottom, we have our photo mats. And then, these things, they gave us these little wooden embellishments. They go on this too. They really give you some great accessories. Alright, so I'm going to stick this down. These kind of overlap. And that's kind of like right under there. Okay. I think there a little bit more. There we go. Stick down our sweet and ambitious. Sweet, strong, and ambitious. And then these. And then the last one is this matted photo mat. So you'll double mat your photos. Okay. Alright. So, this is what I have right now, the basics. Then we have, they used 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use tacky glue for these. And they just have them along this title here. You know what? I could use the stuff on these. Do I want to do that? I can do that. Or maybe I could just do a couple of them. Let's see, so if I did 1, 2, I did 4 of this and the others not. So again, this is the gold dimensional medium. Trying to get a little bit of texture, but not too much. Look at me. See. And when it dries, it gets really shiny. Wipe it all off my finger. Okay. Oh, actually, I wanted to use it on the bee too, so we'll leave that out. I want to put a little bit on the bee's body. Let me move this over so you can see what we do. So right here, Mr. B. Just want to put a little bit on the gold part of his body. Which will add a little bit of iridescence and a little bit of sparkle. Be able to see the sparkle once it dries. I could do his wings, and I could do everything. Wing Castella might be cool on the wings. Alright. Where's my napkins? Oh, where my other napkins went. Alright, get this off my finger. Just call me Goldfinger. Alright. So, I want to stagger these with the gold ones. So, I'm going to put the glue down first so I can put the wet. My hole is stuck up. I left this out yesterday, my little charm, and it's kind of dried out. This charm, isn't this adorable? It has a little dragonfly. I love this because I have them on my little glue too, and it stops me from losing it. That was actually a gift to me from Michelle from my little scrapbook store. I'm not sure she still has them, but you could reach out to her and she would let you know. I absolutely love them. Alright, so we have 3. I'm going to put 2 gold ones. 1. 2. You know what, they actually are pretty straight, I guess because honeycombs are a pattern. They're not crooked. 3. This side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me show you what I do here. I am just copying what they did, so I put my glue down first so I can put my wet. Put this one right in the middle. Then I have 1. A little shaky today, so I haven't eaten. And 1 at the top here. Okay. You know what? Whoops. I put all the gold ones over there. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So I have the gold in its body. You can see it's already drying, so you can already start to see how shimmery. So that is that layout complete. So that is the number 3. I'm going to do the right side. I'm just going to set that over there to dry. And now I'm going to do this side. So I have, where's that piece? Oh, it's ribbon. I have this little piece here and I was wondering what that's for. They have this really this is a really cool texture for this layout. So they have cut a piece, then they have cut into it with a fantail, dovetail, then they put a piece of the gingham ribbon, which I've lost between the last layout and this layout. Do you see it? Where is the gingham ribbon? Oh, I found it. It's on the floor. Everything ends up on the floor. Okay. So, let's see the gingham ribbon. They did exactly the same thing. They just cut a little dovetail. Oh no, I can't show you and do it. Dovetail. And that's going to get stuck on top of the other one. So I'm going to use tacky glue. Just draw a line down it. And set that right on top of the other one. And then all that gets stuck on this little brown strip. And then I'm just going to dovetail the brown strip. Oh, not focus on me. Stop it. Focus here. Oh, there we go. So, that, trim off the top. It's all going to get stuck under a photo mat. All right. Oh, not photo mat. It's this journaling piece. So I have this journaling piece that's going to get stuck down. I just turned the paper. Doesn't matter which way it is. So that, I'm going to try and do it towards you. It's going to go on the right side. Here, I'm not going to stick the bottom of the very edge down because I need to, photo mat just goes under the corner of it. This is going to go under here. I'm going to use my gooey goo. Stick that down. That's centered. Probably 1.5 inches coming out. Okay. I just realized, look what I did. Oh my goodness. I'm watching what I'm doing. Alright, so then I have 1 photo mat, 2 photo mats, 3 photo mats. This one is just under the edge there. It's going just under there. And over here, I feel like I am missing. I have stuck that, missed the piece I messed up on where I stuck things together. I think I stuck it to the wrong one. I'm missing a tiny little strip. Let's see if I stuck it to this one. Let's see, that's the same size. It is. So I need this piece. Another one that I messed up on goes with this. Okay. When I found those pieces, I guess I stuck it on that one. Alright. Oh, I need to cut it and make it look like a tag. Then it's going to get stuck on here. And then I'm going to cut off okay, now this one I need another hole punch. And this one is gingham. Again, I'm going to tie a bow, so I'm going to leave it on there. So when I tie a bow, I don't cut the ribbon first. Keep it together so I know it's much easier to work with. Okay. So the bow is kind of at the front of it. And so keeping that long end really just helps you have more to work with. You can see it's kind of wrapped around my finger, so I can kind of control it. And I make it smaller as many times as I need to as I tighten it. Then I cut off the piece. And then we have a little gingham bow. Cute. That is going to go on the bottom here. And it's about the same level as my photo mat. Crooked. Alright, then I just need to do these last two photo mats, which are overlapped a little. They're kind of cockeyed. It's not the right word to use. Slanted, overlapped. Oh, come on. My glue. Oh, this is stuck. What do I do? It might come into the end. Alright, let's see. So, this one comes in like so, and then this one is like so. Alright. Cute. I'm wondering if I want to add more gold. I could use a Q-tip and just add on this honeycomb. I can just add a little bit. Oh, I forgot. Sean took all my Q-tips. What else do I have that's small? I know I have a drawer of Q-tips here. You know what? Let me go grab some. Can't pause you. Pause. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm finally back. So I ended up, oh, let me turn the table. I ended up getting a bite to eat, taking the dogs out. I'm telling you, nature is out to get me today. There's a hawk out there circling. I have two little dogs, so I have to watch them when the hawks are out. And I'm no longer shaking. I ate something. All is good. All right. So I got the Q-tips. That's what I left for. And this layout, I just realized this layout that I just finished has this little bee, which is another charm that they gave us. So I'm going to use a glue dot and stick that down. I get a glue dot to come up with paper. Alright. So that is going to go right on the little journaling thing. Now I think I have everything they had. I always find when I get to the end I always have a couple more of these, but I don't worry. I can use them for something else. Alright, so that is that. So what I was doing is for the next layout, this paper right here, I thought it would be fun to use this stuff. And let's see. Just put some on my Q-tip, and then I'm going to show you here. Where are we? Okay. Then I guess it was. It's like reverse. Where am I showing you? All right. Just dot on a couple of them. Now again, you can't really see the iridescence of it. You can a little bit until it really dries. But I think it will add a really cute element. Now let me see what of this paper is going to show. Hold on 1 second. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4 pages did I even do now? 1, 2. That one's that one. You know what? I don't need this one yet. I'm going to do it on the other one. This one I just finished. Hey there, I'm back with you. My break was longer. I got Q-tips, but I also decided to eat, so I'm not shaking anymore. Took the dogs out. Of course, there was a hawk circling, so I had to stay with the dogs. But I have 2 little dogs, so I have to watch with them. But I got the Q-tip, and what I want to do is use this again, and I want to just dip it in there, and around the edge where I can see the little pattern, I just want to do a little bit colored in this so that it'll have a little bit of iridescence. Of course, when it's wet, you can't see quite how shiny. So I'm just going to color in some little spots randomly. Oops, that's got a little up. And I think it's going to have really a great look to it, just to add a little bit of extra shimmer. You don't need a lot. Sorry. Alright, so that's it. We're going to let that dry, and I think that will be adorable. I'll put that somewhere else that I won't lay something on it. Okay. This Q-tip. Okay. Next is layouts number 5 and 6. You know what? I moved on. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed 5. The 2 below it. That's what I was moving on to. Okay. So I need. Oh goodness! See, I shouldn't have stopped what I was doing. I was in the flow, and now I can't find anything. I need a honeybee paper. Not here. Oh, no. Not in there, right? Where'd it go? Okay, if I write the directions further, I'm looking for a piece of paper that doesn't exist. Let's see. So, I thought I needed another sheet of the honeybee, and I was missing it. But it's actually this paper, the linen white. But it gets decorated. So I need a gold and the linen white. And let's get this camera back to where I was. Oops. Okay. So, the left sheet, let's start with the left one. Okay. The left sheet, I need everything for, hold on, they got 5 and 6. A whole big pile over here now. Okay, all my 5 and 6 pieces. So, I have this piece that I cut earlier. Goes up in the corner. And then again, they used the stencil on this side right here. So, oh, yeah, they did. They stenciled it. So, I'm going to use the stencil again. This time I will try a Q-tip and see how that works. I like my finger though, I feel like you have more control, but let's give it a whirl. Now let's see if it's on a corner or how they have it. Whoops, sorry. It is basically along the one edge. And it doesn't come all the way over. You kind of see an edge, but I'm going to do the entire edge. Maybe I should do it down by you. It's going to be easier to see. I don't think so. Alright. I'm going to try with the Q-tip. I think if you had a spatula, it would be better. Whoops. I like my finger better. I don't like how it's coloring it in with a Q-tip. I like with my finger, it's literally like pushing it into the edges of the stencil. Okay. Again, there are these ones that kind of go the reverse, but I'll make sure they're all filled in. Okay. Voila! That is so pretty. And actually you can see here, I added a lot more. But I'm going to leave it like that. I like the difference in the texture. Okay. Especially considering I'm probably going to have another seam like that on this end. Yep. You know what it is? It's like if this doesn't go flat. Oh, that seems to work. Okay. That's better. I just put less where they join. That's much better. Okay. Perfectamo. I'll show you 1 second. Wipe off the gold finger. Okay. And again, when it dries, you'll be able to see the real iridescence. Okay. I'm just going to keep this here. Alright, so now to build the page on top. I'm doing 5 and 6. And here is where they have the texture on the right. And then we have our bumblebee over here. Okay. And then on the bottom here, we have Let's Get Away. Let's Get Ready to Bumble. So that's going to go on top of the brown. And of course, it's too long. I'll cut off 1/4 of an inch. I can do on this end. Just really do a little bit on each end just so it's centered. Center it in my brown strip, and that gets stuck on centered. Okay, then I need, let's see, that is the left side, and the right side is this color. And let's see, honeybee goes right here. Oh, there's a piece underneath. And I have 2 linen white photo mats. Brown one goes over here and it mats. The hum of bees is the voice of the garden. And on that, I have a little photo mat. Then we have this over here, this over here, this over here, and that goes in the next layout. Alright, this goes here, and that goes there. Alright, so let's stick all this down. So, hold on, where does this one go? Oh, that goes, huh, there's my other piece. So long I'll have a little brown piece. I must put it in the other layout. Alright, I have to hold off on this little piece. It should be matted. Alright. So, honeybee. Gets stuck at the top. Oh, I have to put this one in first. This one is about 1/2 inch from the right. This one's going to come across the top, about 1/2 inch from the top. And this little strip goes below. This would be good to use the dots for. Oh, see, I left it open again. Whoops. And that is going to go underneath honeybee. Okay. Then I have 2 photo mats. I'm just going to evenly spaced from there on there. Then over here, there's this, which moves about here. And then I have this, which they cut the little end into a dovetail. It's as sweet as can be. They dovetailed that. Then they took this strip and dovetailed that. We put gingham ribbon on it, just like we did before. Cut and dovetail into that. Glue that on top. Didn't want to glue it to my page. All right. Now that gets stuck. A little bit right on the bottom here. Oops. Coming out right below here. Straight. Getting it a little straight. Okay. And then this piece goes right under it. Smooth as can be. And then we have this charm. I don't know if it's front or back. Don't think so. And the charm goes right now. Another charm, a little bee charm. This is tied with a little bow again with this jute. Oh, is it jute? I guess so. Make that a little short. Start that again, make it a little longer. Oh, well, stuff's hairy once you tie it. It's a little hairy. Try that again. Okay. So as you can see, these pages are very detailed. I love, they're not difficult in detail, but they add a couple of little details which I think really just make it special. Okie dokie. Now, put this one down. That goes at the top here. Okay. I think that's everything on this left side. Here's the left side. Now I need to do the right side. Yeah, that was the right side. Oh my gosh. My brain's not working. Alright, let's see. Of course, I had everything sitting on this, but it survived. Alright, so I can find it because it's supposed to be sitting somewhere drying. So that's going to go down. This is just a little journal card. It's going to go right under the bee. Pretty much all the way. Let's see. Touching his wing. Okay, dokie. Then we have a photo mat. Which is going to go on top of my pattern over here. So it's going to go about there. And then I need to figure out which of these pieces was for the other one. Oh, so nice. Alright, so they did cut the edges off to make it the shape of the picture. They're not straight. And that's going to get stuck centered on the brown. And then we'll do the same thing. Cut off. That's cool. I just realized I missed a ribbon on the other side. Okay. So I'll stick this down, then I'll get the other ribbon. It's going to go right above. Okay. This one also gets a ribbon around its photo square. Alright, I'm going to deal with it. I'm just going to do it. Alright, so using this ribbon, I'm going to tie around it. And actually, you know what they did? They tied a knot. Then they just went around the photo. Oh. So, like so. And that's going to get stuck down here. I'm going to leave for a second in case I find the other piece. So, that is that layout. And you can see that, still see some of the texture and the gold. Really pretty. Okay. So, that one, oh, this one. This is the side I just did. I missed on the bottom. It has a big bow. There's too much from that end. A shorter piece. Basting it. Okay. So once I get my bow kind of where I want it, I then manipulate it. See how this works? Yep. So I use tacky glue, as this is a larger ribbon. And that goes right at the bottom here. Bottom of this. And I think that's really it. I don't see any more ribbons now. Okay, so that one goes with this one. I need this one on top. A little wet. So we have one left to do. And this one really, I love it. kind of see it now it's dried, the little iridescence of the texture. And I have them all over in this corner. I like that. Alright, so the last two. So, the last two pieces of paper. And let's see, do I need any, I can get rid of some Holtz board. I do think I'm going to color in some of these again, but I'll wait and see what's showing rather than wasting it. Okay. So this is the left side, and this dark yellow is the right side. So let's start with the left side. And on the left side we have a Busy Bee strip, which is again, no it's not, oh maybe it is, let's see. Oh it is, it's backed. So this is backed to brown. I think it might be too long, I'm going to cut it down, yeah. Alright. So yeah, this one I have to cut down. It's a little too long. But if you cut the sheet like I showed you in the beginning, you don't have that problem. Okay. Then I have these both will be these strips. Or both. These I'll just use my scissors for. That's a little strip. And it really is much better having the background because if not it kind of washes away. Okay, so I have those. Let's see. So on the left side we have this one up here. This little strip goes below. Then we have 4 little photo mats. Then we have our big photo mat. Then we have a bee strip. Then we have a bee, which is friend. Which comes down here, and then we're going to do more ribbon. And we should have a little strip of paper. This little piece of paper is what my ribbon's going to go on. And that's what's going to go on that page. Let's see what's going to go on this page. This page we need a bee strip. You know, I'm looking at this. I wonder if they did it on the other gold now. I can really just faintly see that they did use a stencil. Looks like they maybe used chalk because it's really, really pale. I don't know. I think I may just leave it as is. I didn't have any on the other gold. Right, so then we have, oops, one on the bottom, and then this bee strip goes right above it. One there, one there. Honey. Then you have another honeybee. This is summer. Which goes up here, and this last one, this little tag, cut corners off again. Might corners are crooked. Center it. And then that little tag is going to go here. Then we have another charm. Here. Now that comes down the bottom here. We have that there. I use ribbon. A gold ribbon. And then over, where'd they use the other one? That's there. No, it's not. It's over here. It's on this one. Use the gold B. Oh, the gold B is actually on the other page. Nope. Oh, yeah, the gold B is down here. Okay. Let's stick it all down. So, on this right side, the best place to start is this photo mat. And this strip. Comes all the way over here. There we go. Then this honeycomb. Here. Okay, then we have this gets punched. And we put gold ribbon through it. They don't tie it, they just kind of have it coming up. And some glue boogers. Booger stuck to my finger. Alright. Then that's going to go here. Let me stick some adhesive on the tag part. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pop up the edge, just the bottom, to add a little depth. That goes a little bit there. Oopsie. And I did those a little short, so I put a glue bugger at the end. You're sticking to me like crazy. Stop sticking to me. Alright, there we go. Then I need this little bee, and this little bee gets a little There's a little charm gets tied to it. Okay. And that is going to go. Whoa. Oh, and this goes. Oh, you know what? That's the bee that goes on this side. Where's my bee? I want the other bee. I want this one. The empty hole is right here where I want to stick this. Okay. At the top, and then the last photo mat. Okay. Let's see, is that everything on that side? I think so. So that's that. And the last one. It's going to get stuck down. I'm really nearly out. As it gets towards the very center, it gets a little tighter, and you can kind of tell that you're getting low because it's round up a lot of adhesive in there. It starts to get a little tighter. Oh, that's crooked. This little strip goes right below. Then we have our 4 photo mats. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't run out. I want to finish up my last layout. It's just going to stop. There will be no more. I'm going to finish this layout. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's the gold one. Oops. Looks like it went the other way. It's supposed to go like that, and then these should go like that. They just stuck them. Go right next to it. I do have to have an adhesive that lifts. Like once it's stuck for a while, you're not moving it. But I do like that. As long as I get it quick, I can generally move it. And this paper is kind of like a satin finish. So it's a little bit more forgiving. Right. The B strip. then our last little bee will be friend. Oh, please. I just want a little bit more adhesive. Be kind. Oh. Alright, I think my adhesive ran out. I have to use glue to change it. It's just stopped. Okay. He comes over here. Then I need this with some gingham. Again, it's dovetailed. The scissors I've been using this whole time are Tim Holtz. They're a serrated edge, and they are my favorite scissors all time. Any fussy cutting, I use those. Alright. And that's going to go there. I need a bee with some twine. I think this is the last thing. I really like these pages, and I really love the gold on it. Oh, you know what? I still have some of these little wooden tiles. I need to look and see what layout they're supposed to be on. Okay. I don't think there's any more glue dots on there. I think I got them all. Yep. Use tacky glue. That is going to be stuck to right here. Well, empty down there. Okay, so that's that layout. Oops, it's not dry yet. Okay, let me see if I can see where these tiles go. Other than that, we're done. Let's see. So then I have everything. This one, now I know that this is definitely the right size piece. I can stick this down. Tiles don't appear to be on that one. Oh, I found them. Okay. They are on layout number 2, which was one of the first ones we did. On the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them are there. I think I may have to color some again. Let me stick them down. So, one goes right here, another one right above it, one up here, one right next to it, and then the last one is kind of up here. All right. Then I'm going to paint some of them gold. Let's see here. Let's do this one gold. Finger's definitely just easier. I don't like the texture that's leaving. I like fingerprints, the texture. And then this one. And that one. Okay. Now, do I want to be careful when I put these down, because you see how I put things on top of things. I'm coloring in little bee bodies with some of this, where they have the gold stripes. That's why Q-tips have two ends. There we go. Okay. Just on the little bee on the tag, this is gold part of its body. And then I'm going to do the big bee too. He definitely needs the gold body. Okay. Do this big bee too. Alright, I think that is it. I will let these dry, and then I will take some pictures. So at the very end here, the video, you will find pictures of the completed layouts. So there were 8 in total. And you'll find all the affiliate links in the description. So if you love Club Scrap Anywhere Near as much as I do, I really highly recommend it. They do have their own videos too, I believe, on their website of building it. So check out their website. So thanks again for watching, and happy scrapping.